the Fashion District. I hear them. One of my favorite street performers is this guy who just screams songs at the top of his lungs. He's the best. I love that guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore the Fashion District, and you may hear me call the Fashion District the Gallery, because back in the day, it was called the Gallery. This used to be Strawbridge and Clothier. It used to be a department store, but before it was a department store, on the corner, right here at 8th and Market, was the office of Thomas Jefferson when he was the Secretary of State of the United States, the first Secretary of State of the United States. And they had this little building right here at 8th and Market, and they tore it down to build a department store. And the only way that you would know that it existed is this tablet. It's now a supermarket. I don't know how many supermarkets have chandeliers like that, but it's really cool. Inside the old Strawbridge and Clothier, check out the elevators and the artwork above the elevators. They don't make buildings like this anymore. You're now going into the Fashion District. So one of the ways you can get to the Fashion District is you could take the L, which is the Market Frankfurt line. The SEPTA logo. Now back in the day, these used to be ticket windows. You would get your bus tokens, your trans passes. You would get that through a human being. We now have to do that all through machines. Back in the day, you would hop on the train, get off the train, and you would walk right in to Strawbridge and Clothier. I've been to a lot of malls, and there are so many of these seal of confidence in so many malls. Hashtag piss. Oh, I think that's the first time I smelled piss during a mall walk. Back when this was the Gallery, you would walk this way, and there was sort of a small food court. We've arrived. We are at the Fashion District. This mall opened in 2019. There are 130 stores available, and only 55 are currently being rented. And you see they have all these really cool murals, and most of the murals are walls that are actually vacant stores. I would say out of all the malls I've been to, this mall has the most security. And we got some more vending machines. No eyelashes or makeup, just soda. This is the City Winery. It's a concert venue and a bar. And I think it holds about 300 people. They have live music, 2 venues, 7 days a week here at the City Winery. Now, everything from this section on is proposed to be demolished for the new Philadelphia 76ers arena, which would be here in 2030-ish, right? So we just had a new mayor sworn in, and I can almost guarantee you the Sixers arena is going to come here. I was at that mayor's inauguration, and it was nothing but union guys. And what makes union guys happy? Building new buildings. And she's going to have this big building built. So you got a Sunglass Hut, a GameStop, a Zoomies. Spencer's, Journeys, Claire's. These are pretty typical mall stores. On the other side, you have Will's Eyewear. And if you don't know, Will's Eyewear is based off of, I think it's Will's Eye Hospital. And it was the first hospital in the United States that took care, it was the first hospital in the United States dedicated to your eyes. Oh, I hear you. Who is it? Where are you? Here you are. Hello, friend. How are you? Just doing a little mall walk today, checking out the mall. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Nice. There's not many malls where you could scream that and not seem crazy, but the Center City Mall is where you are. I like that you call it the gallery. You too, man. See you on the internet. Thank you for shopping at the Fashion District. We are now in the Pennsylvania Convention Center, sort of near the Reading Terminal Market. Going up here, this is part of the Pennsylvania Convention Center. If you cut through here, you go right to Filbert Street, and this will take you to Reading Terminal Market. It's one of the, I think it's the oldest market in the United States. Made 100 videos in there. You could check them out. But you can get anything from Amish donuts, makeup, magnets, chocolate-covered onions, cannolis, fruits, vegetables. This guy is the face of the Fashion District. There you go. We got a door holder. There you go. Hello, door holder. Thank you. Thank you very much. Doing a good job holding the door open. Right there. That's the Reading Terminal Market. The Sixers Arena is proposed to go here. They're going to knock this down. Over there, that's the old Greyhound bus station. It's abandoned. I don't know if it's abandoned, but the bus station moved. And it's proposed that they're going to knock down the bus station in this part of the Fashion District. It wouldn't be a mall walk if we didn't see a dog. Here it is, Wonder Spaces. What is this? So you can go into this exhibit. I guess it's like an art exhibit. $25. And you can walk through strands of lights that aren't lit up. Art. They have security guards stand outside the door during school hours. And if you're under 17, they say, hey, get out of here. I'm glad they didn't do that when I was a kid, because I spent most of my high school years in this building. Another really cool mural. Lots of murals in this mall. This is how you get to the other side of the mall. You gotta cross the street. I'm walking here. There you go. Oh, thank you very much. See, this mall may look like it's busy, but most Philadelphians use this as a cut-through to stay warm on cold days. So I would say the majority of the people are doing right now is they're not shopping. What they're doing is staying warm. It's also a great way to avoid children. Check out this Fashion District sign. And if you notice, they have this little blemish right here. That is actually a bullet hole. And when that gun was fired, I believe it was fired in that parking lot over there, I was right down this street. Exciting. Oh yeah, the Christmas decorations are definitely down. This is like the main entrance of the mall. And they usually have Christmas decorations laid out here. This mall is only open till 7 p.m. on weeknights. And we're only about, I would say 3 blocks from the Liberty Bell. It's right down the street. And if you look, we were at the Deptford Mall a few weeks ago, and I showed you the hot air balloons. And there's a spot. You are looking at the bars of the old Walnut Street Prison. In the yard of the old Walnut Street Prison, is the location of the very first flight in the United States. There was a hot air balloon that took off right here. It's directly across the street from Independence Hall. And this used to be an entrance to Strawbridge and Clothier. I'm on the street level, and then this is the food hall. And if you go into the food hall now, it's usually a lot of, you got some like day drinkers, and you got some homeless people that use it to stay warm. Let's check out some of the stores we have. We have a Nike store, an Express, Levi's, Hollister, Guess. And there is parking right next to the mall. The thing is, just driving down Center City, especially this part near City Hall, it really is a pain in the ass. You can just see, like, right there, traffic's backed up. Right there where the AMC bowling pin is, that is one end, and it goes, it's a pretty big stretch of stores. Will Smith had a song called Parents Don't Understand, and they talk about going to the Gallery Mall. That was this mall. I believe the Gallery was built in the 70s while Frank Rizzo was mayor of Philadelphia. Aye, aye. And this is the AMC Theater here at the Gallery. Oh, I hate this escalator. Oh my God, I hate this escalator. I never walk down escalators, but I have to. Oh my God, it's so scary. So I'm going to try to travel a little bit more, and in my travels, I'm going to check out malls all across the country. But they do a pretty good job of keeping the school kids out. I will say that, because there weren't that many. I think it's odd that they play country music in this mall. This mall has so much art and murals on it, but it has no personality. It's so sterile. Look at it, right? No personality. And it stinks like piss down here. Cool thing about this mall is the cut through that you get, pretty much you could get from here to City Hall underground. You can stay warm. If it's raining, you'll stay dry. You just kind of got to know which stores to go through. Yeah, they don't make stores like this anymore. And why would you? It's so costly. That's why everything's done so cheap these days. Here we are, 7th and Market. This is the house where Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. And it's not open. It's not the exact house. It's a replica, a reproduction of the home. I like this. This is how... Let's give this guy a ticket, hon. You want to give him a ticket? You can't, because he doesn't have a license plate. So this is the actual building Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration in. And it was owned by the Gratz family. If you live in Philadelphia, there was a school called Gratz. I'm pretty sure that's the same family. They tore down that building to build this building, which is a bank designed by Frank Furness, one of the greatest architects in this city. And then they tore down the Frank Furness Bank, and they put up looks like a Tom Thumb hot dog shop or a Tom Thumb restaurant, little teeny tiny diner. And they tore that down, and they built this. This is the Atwood Kent Museum. A while it was the Philadelphia History Museum, and then before that, believe it or not, this was the very first Franklin Institute. Was this building right here They had to build a fence on these steps. Check out that lamppost. They had to build a fence around these steps because there were homeless encampments happening on the regular. I am now inside the Curtis building. Cypress Curtis was a publisher, and he owned this building. And this at one time was one of the biggest publishing houses in America. I'm not sure which office it was, but in one of the offices in this building, they had a magazine called Ladies' Home Journal. And the word living room was invented in this building. Check out this fountain. You could rent this space now for weddings, receptions. The Saturday Evening Post was published from here. All those famous Norman Rockwell paintings. If you go out the front door of the Curtis building, you'll see Independence Hall.